Good day, Gemini viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also for hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. Today I am shuffling for the overall energy for the Gemini Collective and their greatest good for September 2025. Spirit, what does the Gemini Collective need to hear for September 2025? Shuffling for Gemini. Shuffling for Gemini for September. What are the overall energies? Thank you. That Gemini needs to hear. Can I get one more? Okay, so we have Talisman. Let's see if we can get one more to start. Thank you. And we have Commitment. Okay, so when Talisman fell out, I feel like there's some kind of good luck charm that you are holding on to, that you feel that it brings you hope. Now, this doesn't have to be like a charm, but it could be something that somebody gave you. This could be like a crystal, or it could be something important. This could be something from an ancestor, something that was passed down, some kind of heirloom that you feel super connected to and often hold it close to you. You might wear it on your body. And it's often to think of good luck, or that you're being protected. But I am wanting to let you know that don't only think that wearing this talisman is going to keep you protected. Make sure you're asking your guides, guardian angels, ancestor to protect your energy as well. Even though you're wearing perhaps a talisman from your ancestors, it's really important to make sure that you're asking for protection from your higher power, from spirit, from the universe, to protect your energy throughout the day as well. And we also have Commitment here. Okay, so I feel like there is something that you are trying to make a contract with, or try to see. I feel like there's a lot of you who are afraid of commitment, who are afraid of really bonding with somebody and letting somebody really see you. I just feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done as far as letting down your guard and trusting. And I feel like for some of you, this could also be a challenge, because maybe you have let down your guard and your person disrespected that, or maybe like played you in some kind of way. So you feel like, you know what, can I do this again? Am I able to put myself out there again? I do feel like there is somebody who is going to be in a committed relationship soon, in the month of September perhaps. This might be somebody coming to you and taking the next step, no matter what that looks like. Maybe if you're not seeing each other exclusively, they might ask you to be their partner. Or maybe if you've been dating them, maybe the next step is moving in or buying a home, or however that looks where you are in your relationship. There's going to be a next step. So I feel like this is something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been desiring. So look for that in the month of September. This could be a new home, or they could be giving you the key to their heart, because I was told to look at this key right here, and this is a lock. So this could be like you are moving in together, or maybe there's cohabitation, or maybe, you know what, you're just doing them a favor and they're sleeping on your couch. Either way, there's going to be some kind of exchange there. All right, so keep this, like I said, this talisman close to your heart, but don't forget to ask your higher power to invest in you, to protect, because if you don't ask, then they don't, they can't do it. They can't interfere with free will, but if you ask them to protect you, then they will. But you have to do it. Okay, so I'm moving on to the tarot deck for the Gemini Collective for September. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for our beautiful Gemini Collective, seeing what they have going on in September for the Gemini Collective. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. All right, what is it that the Gemini Collective needs to know for September 2025? Shuffling for September 2025 for Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? What messages do they need to know for September? Thank you. Oh, there is two. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. And we also have the Four of Pentacles to start off. Queen of Wands is an amazing energy. This is a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a female, though. Energy is energy, so we all have it. Female energy within us, divine feminine energy. So, but this is going to be more of a feminine energy who is just the type of person who is easy to talk to, gets along with everybody, can see the good and bad. They play the devil's advocate a lot, but this person knows what they want and they're ready to get it. They are very charming, and people, know when they're in a room. They have that kind of energy. So that's the energy that is coming towards you. This could be your energy. We have the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords also came out. So we have now two queens here. But I feel like whereas the Queen of Wands offers a lot of passion and spontaneousness and likes to have a lot of fun, Queen of Swords is the exact opposite. She is very, very focused in what needs to be accomplished. Queen of Wands is the type of person who is so brutally honest. Some people might see this person as bitchy. But there's something that you're holding on to here, right in the middle of this energy. This is how it's looking to me right now. We have this Four of Pentacles energy right in between these two queens. So what is this queen pair holding on to? Are you fighting for something with a queen, with another queen? Is there something that you want to attain? Is there something that you're learning from another queen? You're holding on to something. Let's see. I want to clarify this Four Pentacles energy. There is something that is being held on to. Sometimes holding on to something is worse than letting go, and it hurts more holding on to something sometimes. So, but it's also could be about money, saving money, but I don't see Pentacles. Besides that, is what is this Four of Pentacles energy meant for, Spirit? Now we have the King of Swords in reverse. So now we have the King of Swords. So there might be some kind of fighting or some kind of speed bump in a relationship with a King of Swords. So you might have Ace of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of messages coming through for you. We have this Eight of Wands energy. Energy is coming in very quickly for you. This is something that you've been manifesting. holding out for something is what I just heard. You've been waiting for so long for something that you're holding out for it. Huh. I feel like there is mixed messages. But there are messages coming through. Let's see what else we have. You might be receiving messages from a King of Swords. In reverse, though, this King of Swords in reverse, that means they're warming up to an idea. This person might not be focused or truly focusing on you. They might be focused elsewhere. They might be paying attention to something other than what's important to them. There's not a lot of clarity. They're not they're not communicating with you. I feel like you are dreaming of, or you have dreamt or thought that this person was going to give you the world. We have this Ten of Pentacles energy. I feel like this person is not coming through for you. We have the Star in reverse, and it's not what you thought it would be. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you're losing money. Maybe you just paid maybe you paid something off. Maybe you're investing in something. Maybe you're investing in yourself. Maybe you've bought a company. Maybe you put a down payment down on a house. But I do feel like there's something that you weren't expecting. This is not what you thought you were getting into. So be wary of that. This might be something that's coming your way. So make sure you have a lot of clarity on going forward with a project or spending money on something, because this could be a sign to just make sure there's clarity with all these swords here. I feel like it's paying attention to clarity, focusing on something and removing that mask. And because there's something here that you're not going to be happy with the Star card. And I feel like you're going to put a lot of money out, and you want it to be exactly what you want, if that's the case. Okay, let's see what else. Now, you're in your head about something, but this is something that you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself that, again, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. You're not happy about something. You're emotionally drained. 9 cups is a lot of cups to be upside down. That's a lot of emotional loss. You don't know what to do at this point. You have that 9 of cups is a lot of cups to be in reverse. You have to fill those cups in order to nourish the people around you, and you haven't been. That's a lot of emotional strain, and you're putting it on yourself by being in your head and not moving forward with something. You almost don't want to see it. Look, she has her eyes covered. You don't want to see what's happening. You just keep on taking it. But this is really hurting you emotionally. And at any point you can get out of this situation if you sought the clarity, like I said. But for some reason you're staying here. This could be because you're holding on to something, like that Four of Pentacles energy. This could be the Knight, the King of Swords in reverse energy that we were talking about. Pay attention to your signs that are coming in. This is about seeking clarity. And you have all this good energy coming your way. But I do feel like you have to get out of your head about this situation. You're not happy. At least not emotionally. I do feel like you're physically healthy. You're doing well as far as that. But emotionally, you're holding on to, I feel like there might be some regret or some kind of, maybe you said something you didn't mean. But you're up, or maybe somebody said something to you that was mean and you're holding on to it. There's some damage done and you're holding on to it and you're in your head about it. I feel like there's not a whole lot of talking going on. This is not what you thought you were getting into. Can I have just a couple more cards for our Gemini collective? A couple more cards for the Gemini collective. Yeah, there's that 8 of Wands again. There's good energy coming in for you, and it's coming in really quickly. But this situation has to change. You have to seek help, or you have to do it yourself if you have the coping skills to do that. Take off the blinders. Ask yourself those deep questions. Make some changes, because this is really keeping you stuck right now. There has to be forward movement for this beautiful energy to come in towards you. Behind this energy, there's growth. There's happiness. But this is holding you back. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to do here? Thank you. Pulling some of these. Let's see here. Okay, we have the Cave. Seeking one-on-one time. Going into yourself. Healing. The Queen. We have 2 of them here. Treating yourself better. Seeing yourself for what you are. The Creator. Get yourself out of your head and start doing something creative for some of you. Some of you really need to just focus on something else. Turn your focus to something that you've always wanted to learn. You know, it doesn't have to be art. Maybe you want to dance. Well, that's art. Maybe you want to take a class in your local community. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to sew or how to crochet. Take the opportunity to do that and get out of your head and focus on something else. Because if you've done everything you can and you're over-focusing and dwelling on things that you can't control, you have to get out of your head, because you can't control all of the things. If you've done your due diligence, you need to put that energy somewhere else. We have the Destroyer. Make sure that your focus is on growth and take care of anything that doesn't have to do with something positive. Anything that's standing in your way, that's negative energy, cutting people off, cleaning out your social media, doing that kind of due diligence is important. Destroying the bad and focusing on the good. And we have the Threshold. Okay, crossing that place of chaos into something new, something real. Focusing on something different. Going from one place to another. Transformation. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. But most of all, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I have been going live much more often, and I'd love for you to hang out with me on one of these lives. The energy is through the roof, and you can ask questions. I pull cards, and it'd be fun to see you there. So hopefully I will see you there, and if not, I'll catch you here next time. Bye, Collective.